happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. You guys can probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to see this one, as we're witnessing another one biting the dust over there at CNN in typical fashion. Another one of their news anchors trying to frame the question to have a gotcha moment. Completely backfires right in their face, guys. I'm excited to check this one out, so we're not straight into it. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
You mentioned yesterday, and you mentioned again here, illegal immigrants who are getting child tax credits. Are you looking for that information in the IRS data?
Anytime a crime is committed, of course there should be an investigation. Is it your position that if somebody who is
Stephen,
here
are you looking for that
criminally is stealing
information in the
taxpayer
IRS
dollars?
data?
Hold on one second, guys. I need to go back just to make sure I heard that correctly. Did she just say illegal immigrants receiving a child tax care credit? Or I had to have been hearing that wrong.
Illegal immigrants who are getting child tax credits.
She said that.
Are you looking for that information in the IRS data?
Anytime a crime is committed, of course there should be an investigation. Is it your position that if somebody who is
Stephen,
here
are you looking for that
is stealing
information in the
taxpayer
IRS
dollars?
data?
The federal government will find every illegal alien who is stealing American taxpayer dollars. And that is what Americans expect to happen. I don't even fathom the premise of your question.
It's a simple question. Will you find that information in the IRS data and share that with law enforcement?
If IRS investigators find illegal aliens stealing taxpayer money, of course they'll be referred to ICE. Of course they'll be referred to Homeland Security investigations. Of course it will be. Surely your position is not that we should let illegal aliens steal taxpayer dollars. Again, you want to talk about something to be upset about, that's it. What do you think? The millions of illegal aliens who've also stolen Social Security. Illegal aliens in mass have fake Social Security numbers. They have fake identities. Those are felonies. Why should there be an entire class in this country that is immunized from criminal prosecution and arrest for committing felonies? Felony theft of taxpayer information, felony theft of Social Security, felony theft of identity. These are all crimes. And yes, they will be investigated. Yes, they will be prosecuted. And yes, illegal aliens will be deported. And you know what happens when those deportations occur?
Just very quickly,
is that Americans will get jobs, Americans will get benefits, Americans will get houses.
Stephen, if they got a child.
Oh my god, this literally reminds me of that CBS anchor, what's her name, Margaret Brennan, and the way she tries to frame these questions to be a gotcha moment. Stephen Miller is not going for it. I mean, he's correct on everything he said. Is this seriously a question that needs to be answered? Of course we're going to look into these illegal migrants, getting child tax care credits through the IRS. We want to check in on that. I'm trying to figure out how they're even filing taxes to begin with. A lot more fraud going on there than I initially suspected. Got to dig into that one. But Stephen Miller is right on track and saying we're going to go after all these crimes. I mean, nothing, no stone goes left unturned.
Got a credit, a child tax credit. And they will be referred, you're saying, to ICE for that. And you would expect deported for that? Is that the position of the administration?
If it is found that a crime has been committed, they'll be referred. If it justifies the prosecution, they'll be prosecuted. If it justifies a deportation, they will be deported. This will be based on existing IRS protocols and procedures for criminal investigation and fraud.
All right,
the difference is that no one is given immunity anymore. No one is given permission to break the law anymore. Because this is not a country, this is not a sovereign territory. If illegal aliens can freely steal billions, with a B, billions of taxpayer dollars. And I would have to imagine that CNN, which is endlessly talks about the importance of democracy and the rule of law, would say that no class in this country should be above the law, least of all illegal aliens who've trespassed on our territory.
No, Stephen, I'm just asking, I wanted to get your position on some things. We're not taking a position here. We wanted to get some answers to some questions. There are so many questions that need to be answered.
It doesn't sound to me like you are, in fact.
CNN doesn't take a position. Oh my, that's definitely laughable. The way we've seen folks turn away from CNN as of late because of the way they've taken so many different positions and covered up, lied for these folks like they're doing for the illegal migrants. It's truly a shame to see.
I wanted to get your position on some things. We're not taking a position here. We wanted to get some answers to some questions. There are so many questions that need to be answered.
It doesn't sound to me like you are, in fact,
you.
Indifferent or unbiased on these questions, but thank you.
Exactly.
Stephen Miller, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Wow. Woo! It sizzles. Want to see murder? Ooh, man. I love the rhetorical flip that happens here in both clips. Where it's like, is it your position that we shouldn't enforce the laws of this country? Is it your position that there should be people that are above the law, using their own words against them? It's beautiful. He does the same thing here with Jake Tapper, and Jake Tapper has to hold back tears. It's a thing of beauty. Let's go.
A question because one of the reasons that President Trump got elected, according to President Trump in an interview, I think it was with Kristen Welker of NBC, was because of grocery prices. Not the only reason, but a reason: high prices, inflation, especially at the grocery. The Department of Agriculture says that between 2020 and 2022, 42% of crop workers were undocumented immigrants. And in many cases, as you know, these migrants do jobs many Americans do not want to do. So, how does President Trump make sure that the effort to deport people who are not in this country legally doesn't end up hurting Americans who want safe borders? Absolutely.
But that's also another lie that they're trying to push out there for folks. You know, these migrants that come over here and they are working our crops seasonally, guys, seasonally. They get those seasonal visas and they're allowed to be here legally versus folks that are cross the borderline illegally with no intention on getting a visa whatsoever. That's a whole different case scenario. That's who's being sent back. These guys love to mix up the two.
Make sure that the effort to deport people who are not in this country legally doesn't end up hurting Americans who want safe borders, absolutely, but also don't want to see even more higher prices in groceries.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's not your position, Jake, you're just asking the question, that we should supply America's food with exploitative illegal alien labor. I obviously don't think that's what you're implying. Only 1% of alien workers in the entire country work in agriculture. The top destination for illegal aliens are large cities like New York, like Los Angeles, and small industrial towns, of course, all across the heartland, as we've seen with the Biden floods. Mm-hmm. None of those illegal aliens are doing farm work. Those 30,000 illegal aliens that Joe Biden dumped into Springfield.
I'm talking about the ones that are.
But I'm explaining this. It's important to understand.
No, you're kind of changing the subject. I mean,
no, you're not.
I will give me 30 minutes. I'll go as deep as you want on this.
We don't have 30
and your
minutes.
Audience.
I don't have a 30. I'm talking about the ones that work in the agriculture industry.
I'm
you can come back and we
your
can talk about the ones in the cities. I swear.
He doesn't even want, and this is the point that I made off real. I'm like, this, when he was trying to pose the question, you could tell Jake Tapper where he was trying to lead this to, and it does not make any sense. Stephen Miller, hold this dude's feet to the fire on it.
That work in the agriculture industry. You can come back and we can talk about the ones in the cities. I swear.
I'll do the whole answer. The illegal aliens that Joe Biden brought into our country are not full stop doing farm work. They are not. The illegal aliens he brought in from Venezuela, from Haiti, from Nicaragua, they are not doing farm work. They are in our cities collecting welfare. As for the farmers, there is a guest worker program that President Trump supports. Over time as well, we will transition into automation, so we'll never have to have this conversation ever again. But there's no universe in which this nation is going to allow the previous president to flood our nation with millions and millions of illegal aliens who just get to stay here. And we are especially not going to allow a subset of those illegal aliens to rape and murder our citizens. So we are going to unapologetically enforce our immigration laws, and as I'm sure you will celebrate, we are going to unleash the power and might of the U.S. government to eradicate the presence of transnational threats on our soil.
Yo, there we have it, guys. That one coming from our friend Benny Johnson. Definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. Those who want to go over there, check that entire thing out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Benny Johnson tons of love and tons of support. He's a great dude. Oh my goodness, guys. That was actually exciting, refreshing to see someone finally hit him back against the Dems, these loonies on the left that love to try to frame those questions in order to turn into a full-on gotcha moment. All backfire right in their faces. You know, Stephen Miller able to articulate it all and embarrass CNN effortlessly. I'm surprised they invited him back onto the show to do it a second time after how he broke it down with Jake Tapper. You know, it just doesn't make sense. You know, they're trying to run these illegal migrants right underneath our nose and say, hey, we need these folks. We need them in our country. As we're seeing it happen right in front of our eyes, the mainstream media, the drive-by media is no longer able to suppress the truth. It's all coming out right in front of us. And this is what the nation voted against. So for these, CNN hosts, the anchors that want to get up there and try to peddle the lies, you're a part of the minority, not the majority, because the majority of the country vote to clean things up, guys. But definitely hop in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. Also make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next week.